I thought Japan was like really on top of it with health and safety, but it seems like to me it feels like some things you have to go through so many red tapes. Just to get anything done. But there are some things in health and safety in Japan that is just a fucking free for all, and you just kind of make shit up as you go along.
And I feel a lot of those types of things where Japan is kind of just like, OH&S, what's that? Is usually linked to stuff that's just like, well, it's tradition. So people have been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years, and we're still around as a society. So sure, it's a little dangerous, but like it's all for culture. It's all for tradition.
I mean, you can sue in Japan, but people don't sue as much. In the UK and the US, I mean, especially the US, people love a good sue. And
I think people get lawyers before they get health insurance in America.
In Japan, you leave a bad Google review, and that's like worse.
Yeah, right.
Suing.
But
that's a business destroyer.
Like you don't have to.
Shit, I'm done for.
I feel like there's not that much of a concern for that. Like when people get food poisoning here, they often don't like try and get some try to take some kind
recuperates.
Recoup any cost or whatever from the restaurant or something.
That's true.
Like food health and safety here is actually very lax. And it's very much just built on we trust that everyone is doing what they say they're doing.
I think the Japanese mentality of it is, I got food poisoning at this restaurant. That's not on the fault of the restaurant. That's on the fault of me who couldn't, properly bring in the food. I like to think because a lot of like
this sounds sus.
Well, I mean, my Japanese side understands that because it's like it's very much this mentality of I don't want to inconvenience other people. It's like my problems are my own, and I don't want to make it, and I don't want to drag people who may perhaps be innocent about it. Right. So it's like I totally understand why they wouldn't like there isn't like a Karen that just comes out and is like, how dare you food poison me?
Sometimes you get a bad batch as well. Like that could be out of the restaurant's control.
Exactly.
A lot of the time it is due to just not cooking it or storing it properly. But it does happen, and I can understand that why you'd be like, it's just like, I'm sick, I'll be done, I'll be fine in the next day. No need to make a big fuss about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But, there's a lot more of a, culture for that. But also, I mean, again, the old traditions combined with the fact that I think people are generally more sensible here.
That's true.
Every weird law or rule we have in the UK or the US is because somebody fucked up. Like somebody was stupid enough and said like, what if I bungee jumped without much safety?
What if I run down a hill with a ball of cheese?
Yeah, exactly. This is why we
Festival,
can't have nice things.
Hello.
This is why we can't have nice things. Doing bungee jumping in Japan was so fun. You got to do it.
Yeah, I want to.
Did you do it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
How was the health and safety?
Awesome, dude. I was like, you hear these horror stories of people doing it in like countries where you're like, they don't have a great reputation for
health and safety.
They'll be like, I went to this tiny island in the middle of nowhere, and there was a dude who just had the bungee, and that was it. It's like you're always like attached by like 2 wires, not even just the bungee. Like as in like But when you actually do the jump, it's just the bungee. But every moment up until that, you're connected with like 2-3 wires. It's super safe, and it was awesome, dude.
I still won't do it though,
bro.
I'm too much of a bitch.
I want to do a bigger one.
Well, how big is the one you did?
I think it was about 100 meters.
And that's considered small,
it's
medium?
generally quite small for bungee jumping.
Right.
I think the biggest in Japan is in Gifu, and it's like 210 meters.
Right.
And dude, it's sick.
I want to skydive.
Fucking.
I think I would more comfortable skydiving.
I would like to bungee jump, but I think I would prefer skydiving.
Yeah,
skydiving,
same.
Yeah.
I just don't like the idea of being strapped to someone.
Well...
Well, I understand you have to. That's just how it is. Like, I obviously can't.
Unless you get a license.
I can't but you to start even getting a license. You just, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's like, I love the freedom.
I just want to jump out of a plane by myself.
Yes, I do. I do want to do that.
Yeah.
One day when I retire, hopefully at age like 50, 40, I'm trying to do the Felix speed run of retiring before 40. I would love to just get like a skydiving license and just be able to do it and take my friends out.
I just want to be like my hero, Tom Cruise.
Dude, imagine being like, oh, you want to go skydiving? Bro, I got you. I'll take you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm literally the guy. Like, you jump and it's me.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, dude, don't go worry about it.
You jump. I am the guy.
Bro, how much of a fucking flex would that be?
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome. And then you can just skydive whenever you want.
Yeah, I mean, but like you have to invest, rightly so, hundreds of like I don't know how many hours of like airtime to be able to get a license.
5 jumps, probably. I don't know.
5 jumps.
How many jumps do you need to get a skydiving license or whatever? I don't know how it works. Can we Google that?
Yeah,
dude, the bungee was awesome though.
I want to be that, but instead of the skydiving, I want to be the. Oh, you want to go on a yacht? Let's go. I got a license. I got a boat. Let's go. I want to be that guy.
Do you need a license for a yacht?
Yes.
I don't know.
You need a license to operate a yacht
for bigger boats. Okay.
Well, actually, in Japan, I think you need a boat license for any boat. Some countries have limits for.
Well, in Japan, you need license for everything. I assume.
Kai has the answer for us.
Yep. So it's 25 jumps, but you can jump solo.
25 jumps.
That's not that crazy.
I mean, that's a lot of jumps.
That's
that's still a lot of jumps.
If you were doing a jump every month, 2 years, you got your license.
Jump every month. Sorry, babe, I have to go for my monthly jump.
I'm sure. Do you have to bungee jumping? I got the taste for it, dude.
You got the taste.
I got the taste.
You got the taste of gravity.
That 1 second where you're jumping and you don't feel anything, dude. Yeah. That's a rush, dude.
What do you mean?
Because
what do you mean when you hit
before you hit the elasticity?
terminal velocity?
Bro, you don't get hit terminal velocity.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was gonna say.
You're not going that fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
you're getting shot out of a cannon.
Right, so you obviously have the bungee jump attached to you.
Yeah.
But it's like dudes who throw it, right?
Yeah.
So for the first second or so, it is literally just you falling.
Yeah.
Before the bungee kicks in and it starts to stretch and slow you down. But that first second where it's just you jumping is nuts. And it feels insane because you jump and it's like, holy shit, this is what it would look like if I jumped off a cliff.
Yeah,
this is how it would feel. Yeah. Like just that nothingness and just the speed is insane.
You just feel like your guts just like,
dude, yeah, like your whole body just goes up and because I dived.
Yeah.
So I did 3 jumps and I wanted to do each one cooler. Obviously,
Yeah.
I did a dive the first time and then a running dive the second time, then I did a flip the third time.
Wow.
I was like, can I do tricks? And they were like, probably shouldn't, but you can. And I was like, how do I do it? and then they were like, all right, so you got to hold the bungee to your side, and then you can do flips.
Oh, so otherwise the rope will get tangled.
Then also it turns easier. So then you can do it, and then you let go, and you want to just return back to the rope, but don't let it slap your face.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. But dude,
did you do like the Ezio fucking like?
That's what I did. I did the like fish dive. I did the fucking swimmer dive. Down. And, oh my god, dude, the shots from the GoPro and the 360 cam are so cool.
Hell yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like I've always wanted to go bungee jumping and skydiving. I've always been like you reach a age sometimes, because I loved roller coasters. You reach an age where you're like, roller coasters just ain't doing it for me anymore. You know what I mean?
I never hit that point. I'm still scared of roller coasters.
Yeah. You know, like skiing, snowboarding, the hardest slopes doesn't do anything for me. I need that rush.
Yeah.
See, jumping off a cliff did it for me.
See, it's weird for me because it's like I've always had this fear of heights for the longest time. But in certain situations, I'm totally okay with it. So I don't think I'll be able to bungee jump. I think I'll be too much of a pussy. But like, for Journey Across Japan, we did parasailing, and we were up like.
I'm surprised Chris did that.
And we were like, no, he fucking hated it. He was shitting his pants. But I think seeing him shit his pants made me really enjoy it.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
We did this fun.
It's like I'm like 150 meters up in the air.
Yeah.
If I was by myself, I would be shitting. There'd just be a stream of shit.
Yeah.
Just flying down.
But like, I want to do
because
that as well.
I'm with someone who is more scared than me.
Yeah.
I was like, this is awesome. I love it.
Dude,
great. Just bring Chris everywhere.
I'm
just like.
I mean, he's a little worse. I'm sure he's going to talk about this when he comes on.
Yeah.
But like, my God, trying to get him to do any of the like.
Wait, did he do it?
No.
Of course not.
No.
Yeah, of course not.
Originally, okay, so there's 3 things that you can do at this place. You should go. It's called Gravity Park in Saitama. It's fucking awesome. You got to drive there, though. So there's a bridge and a zip line. So you zip line across and then you walk across the bridge. It's pretty, a bit boring for me.
I like zip lines.
Zip line's like baby.
It's like a baby zip line.
Yeah, of course.
It's very small. And then there's the swing. And the swing, I honestly found scarier than the bungee.
Really?
It's literally a swing. You sit there and then a dude just drops you.
Oh, I've done the swings before.
Right.
And then you drop and you go really fucking fast, really close to the ground, way closer than the bungee. And it swings and there's this massive kind of arc. But holy shit, was that terrifying. And originally, when we made this video, I booked for Chris to do it because he was like, yeah, I'll do this swing. So I think he just envisioned, swing.
I've been on a swing before.
Because you can do it tandem as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, we'll do it together.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when we got there, Chris saw the swing and was like, Well, actually, I don't think I want to do it. And I was like, what do you mean? I paid for it. It's like $150.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't want to do it. No. I was like, come on. And then he was like, oh, that's fine, I'll do the zip line. And right when he got to the zip line, I went first. And I'm like, where's Chris? And I can see him like not getting in the ready position to go. I'm just like, what? Come on, man.
What? So he chickened out of that as well?
No, he was going to though. In the video, it's really good. You should watch it.
Yeah.
It's Chris is having like a mental battle. I'm sure he'll come on and tell us all about it.
Right.
It was interesting though.
Yeah, because the same thing happened on Journey Across Japan. We were supposed to, because we could only go on pairs on this parasail, right?
Right.
But there's only 3 of us. It was me, Chris and Natsuki. So one of us had to go twice. Right. And the guy was like, okay, but we also have to like think about like the weight balance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so immediately he like looked at Chris and was like, you're going on twice. And he was just like, yes, of course, I'll do it. And then he does it the first time with me, shitting his pants the entire time. Comes back down and he's like, I'm not doing this the second time. And so I had to go up for him the second time. And I'm just like, all right, fine.
What I've always had with stuff that I'm scared of, the moment I've done it once and I found that it's fine,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's great. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Right.
But some people, like I guess like Chris or other people I've met, it's like they do it and they're like, I'd never want to do that ever again. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I
but you
get
saw
that.
it was safe though. Like what?
No, but that's the thing. I totally get
Really?
people who do it the first time and maybe they just like hated it so much they never want to do it again.
Yeah,
I
not
totally get
everyone
that.
likes adrenaline.
Yeah,
You know?
But like,
I totally get that, but there's a difference between being like, I'll do it once, and if I like it, I won't do it again,
Yeah.
and yes, I'll do it twice, it's super easy, and like exuding this confidence, and it's like, and then immediately being like, oh, actually, never mind, I don't want to do it ever again. I'm like, just admit you don't want to do it, it's fine. Like, I'll fully admit right here and right now, I don't want to go bungee jumping. Like, I don't even want to try it because I think I'll just fucking hate it. But I'm not gonna show false confidence and be like, oh, yeah, fucking easy.
It's because you haven't done it once
Whatever.
yet. Once you do it once, you'll get the taste, man.
I think when you do things once, a lot of the time you realize, this is not that scary.
Right.
But I'd never call you like a beta for not wanting to put yourself doing that.
Exactly.
That shit is scary.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not for everyone.
Well,
Exactly.
I think the thing is with especially like a lot of thrill rides, thrill sports, just in general, is that I feel like, as a kid, I think you're more up for anything, right? Because you don't have this concept of danger in your mind.
Not as much anyway.
Not as much.
Yeah.
So like I remember, I tried out skateboarding. And I was like, yeah, this seems pretty fun. Everyone seems to love skateboarding. I had one bad fall, and that's all it took for me to be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I hate this. Yeah. And like similar things. I've heard so many similar stories to people who have done snowboarding, skiing. As a kid, they will go like fucking Mach 10 or whatever. I don't fucking know.
God, yeah,
and then they have like one bad fall, and they've just never recovered from it mentally,
It's that whole mentality of climbing a tree, and then you just, all it takes is one fall out of the tree and you're like, I'm never climbing that high up ever again,
exactly.
right? It's like, and it's the difference between the kid that learns to never climb that tree again and the kid to go, ow, that hurt, let me try that again.
Yeah, that's what I would always do that. If I ever fucked up, I was just like, all right, well, I could have just done that.
I was that kid where it's like, I fell out of the tree, I'm like, I'm never touching a tree ever in my life.
Yeah, I could have died there. Fuck, yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I've never had a broken bone in my body.
Yeah, exactly, same.
I've had so many bad falls skiing and snowboarding, and I've never broken anything, luckily. I sprained my wrist, but that was about it.
Right.
So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it depends for me. Like, I've had some bad falls on a skateboard and a snowboard and a ski and stuff like that.
Fucking, because you're on concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've had some bad falls on
You don't just get like, you get grazes as well, which is like I fucking hate grazes.
At least you don't get grazes on a snowboard or a ski.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I never wanted to do skateboarding. It looked so scary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Like, seeing some of the injuries my friends got, I was like, you know what? I'm a thrill seeker, but this just doesn't do it for
Well,
me.
were they padded up? They probably weren't padded up.
Yeah.
Well, a few of them are professionals now.
Right.
Still do it to this day.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like,
touring
I think there's this like weird thing, especially with like skateboarding when you start off, where it's like, I don't want to be that lame guy with like the knee pads and the elbow pads and the helmet.
You gotta be metal, you know?
I was like, because like all the cool kids, all the cool skateboarders are just like in a shirt and shorts. But it's like, but that's because they're good enough to the point now where they're not going to fucking hurt themselves. They know how to fall without injuring themselves. They know like how to get out of rough situations and rough falls, right? Because they probably started off with the pads. Like, you still see professionals wearing all the pads.
If Tony Hawk can use pads and helmets, then you can use pads
exactly.
and helmets, okay?
Exactly.
I've always wondered, you know, like parkour people?
Yeah.
How do you master the roll and not fucking just destroying your body? You know when they roll off like big jumps?
Oh, yeah.
And they just like don't get any damage?
Yeah.
It's like, do you just practice that indoors a bunch on carpet?
They don't get full damage.
They don't get full damage.
They literally like avoid fall damage, and it's with this like this roll shit that I've seen. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
I think they're practicing gymnasiums, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's like a combination of practicing on gymnasium and just kind of like upping your height slowly.
Yeah.
And
Some
slowly.
of the jumps they jump from there. I'm like, even this bullshit roll can't solve that.
I assume they don't jump off a building straight away and be like, okay, either you break your legs or you
just don't make the jump and you die.
I've heard horror stories, people like attempting to do like big jumps and stuff from parkour right away because they're like, well, this is how you learn.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to injure yourself.
I've seen videos of like some parkour guys where there's like in some countries there's specific gymnasiums for parkour.
Oh yeah.
And
I
so
think LA has some actually.
yeah. I've always wanted to go to one.
Do you want to know the one sport I do not know how people get into?
Tag.
Huh?
Tag.
Street.
Extreme tag.
No, have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
I've seen that shit. Okay, but I can see that though.
Okay, go ahead.
Fucking, is it longboarding?
Oh, bro, that's terrifying.
That
Longboarding.
It's where you have like a long skateboard and just going down a hill.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
On a road, on a road with cars on it.
My friend
right?
used to do that.
I'm just like, the people that do this must be born without a fear factor
it's so
in their
dangerous.
brain.
They took the amygdala out. It's
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
No
right?
emotions.
Like, you must not feel fear to be able to fucking do this. Because even just seeing GoPro footage, I'm like, no. This gives me anxiety.
Yeah, well, because if you lose your balance, you're falling
it's not
onto
even
concrete.
that. It's like if a car just comes.
Exactly.
Right.
There's so many points of danger where, you know,
How
a
do you
car
brake?
could come, you're going as fast as a car, and you're...
It's kind of like
faster than
jumping.
a
It's
car.
like jumping out of a moving car, basically, by
And
falling off a longboard.
Yeah, and all you have is a fucking skateboard. You're going like 70 plus miles an hour
You can't brake.
down a
How
hill.
do you brake?
You can't.
No, you can't.
You can brake with your body. But that's one thing where I'm like, someone must have been crazy to invent this sport, you know?
There are a lot of crazy people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, fucking the concept of like someone like Evel Knievel, right? It's just like, yeah, what if I just like took a bike and just like did a 50 fucking meter jump off
Oh,
of it?
that shit's crazy. The people who do the bike, like motocross bike
Yeah,
stuff.
like the extreme motocrossing and stuff like that.
It's like another world.
It's crazy.
It just doesn't feel real.
Yeah.